Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today, we're going to be going in deep on how your twin flame, soulmate, beloved crush, how are they currently feeling about you? And stay with me until the end of the reading because we'll also be getting Spirit's advice for you about your life journey and what is going on in your current energy. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Welcome to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's part of this family. If you haven't joined us, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's my absolute passion and purpose to be doing these readings for you. Make sure you do hit that subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss future readings, and get active in the comment sections because you will see how supportive and loving this family is. So I want to remind you that this is a general reading. Today I have 3 options for you with some beautiful images along with crystals to help you choose. So not everything may resonate, so please do be gentle with yourself. But if you are at that place where you need to just get to the bottom line, like you need to know what is going on in your unique situation with your special person, because you might be in a place right now where either you are temporarily separated or you just feel like there's been an on and off energy. You don't know what's going on and you may be feeling very emotionally depleted, very heartbroken, and it's time to get clarity. So if you're at that place, I recommend you have a personal reading so we can get to the bottom of what's going on. I offer something called the live reading experience. I'm one of the few people who offers that because I love to connect with you via video call. It's very healing, it's very transformative, and Spirit can answer all of your questions there in real time. I also offer video recorded readings, so you can go to livetarot.com/readings and see my whole menu right there. So if you'd like to take a deep breath, meditate, see which of these you feel most guided towards, you can pick group number 1, 2, or 3, or you can pick them all and take the messages that resonate for you and your situation. So for group number 1, we have this image of higher power with the amethyst. For group number 2, we have this image of yin with the rose quartz. For group number 3, we have this image of exchanging gifts along with the clear quartz. Okay, so go ahead and make your selection and we'll get started with group number 1. All right, my beautiful group 1 that shows the higher power image along with this beautiful amethyst. Let's take a look. How are they currently feeling about you, group 1? And stay with me until the end because we will also be getting Spirit's advice for you as you move forward in your life. So we have the 5 of Swords. We have the 3 of Crystals, which is the 3 of Wands. We have the King of Cups. We have the Ace of Crystals, which is the Ace of Wands. Okay, very, very interesting, fascinating energy coming through here for you, Group 1. So I feel like this person right now, they are feeling like their pride, their ego has really come out big. Okay, something has definitely gone on here. There may have been some sort of an argument, some sort of a confrontation. There's some energy here of, you know, people not getting along, people having certain opinions that are clashing. So I feel like this person, King of Cups, like regardless of what their ego may be telling them at this point, they are underneath that. They are very much in love with you, okay? There's this very deep love. There's this very deep sentiment. There's this sense of like, you know, my heart has never been as open. My heart has never been so invested in someone before you. So I feel like there's something here about this person really sometimes struggling with letting their heart be more open and be more receptive, and to let their heart kind of take front stage, you know, like center stage. Like I feel like this person feels things very deeply. I feel like they could be a water sign, they don't have to be, but I feel like they are very, very deeply sensitive inside. And that is why their sensitivity may come out when they feel threatened or triggered, more like ego or pride. It's almost like they have to keep a certain level of like a protective shield around them that shows some sense of I'm a tough person. But I feel like underneath that tough person's kind of shield, they are very sensitive. Okay, so you may be noticing, Group 1, that this person sometimes is very reactive. You know, it may not be a good thing for you guys, but you guys may also sometimes feel that you may have to like be very careful around this person. Sometimes you feel like their sensitivity can get so deep that you almost have to walk on eggshells. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, be very wary, be very careful of that, because that's not a good thing. You know, that's not a good thing for you. You shouldn't feel like you have to be so careful around somebody. Anything you say could like, you know, make them go off on you, or could make them withdraw, or could make them run from you. I feel like that's what may have happened at this time, where you're just wondering like, why has this person run from you? Why are they acting so detached? But again, I feel like if your person is acting very detached or cold or aloof right now, it is because they have reacted to something from that very sensitive place within them. And they may be, with this Three of Wands, they may be, you know, testing you to see if you will come towards them first. So there might be a lag period, a time period here where this person is trying to see, like, do you care enough to smooth things over? Do you care enough to be the person to reach out and, you know, kind of soothe them, soothe their ego, soothe this, whatever, this reactive energy? And again, I feel like Spirit is saying that choice, that decision, Group 1, is entirely yours, because this may not be the most easiest person to deal with. Like the way this person, yes, they may love you very much. Yes, they may have a lot of deep emotions. But I feel like in terms of how they're feeling about you right now, they may be waiting for you to step up instead of stepping up themselves. So I feel like Spirit is saying that be careful with the way this person tends to default into their Five of Swords energy. right? Like they tend to always kind of, mask their feelings with their ego, with their pride. They may be a little reactive, and you shouldn't have to feel like you have to be so careful about everything you say, because, it'll set them off. Oh, they'll run away. Oh, they'll hide, right? So I feel like this person right now, it's like they want to talk this out with you. They want to continue this relationship, but I feel like it's almost like they want you to make the changes. Ace of Wands. It's like they want you to take new action. They want you to step up and do something. And again, the choice is yours, but that is the energy that I'm getting, that there is a lag period here where it's like, they are watching and waiting to see what you do after whatever has happened, whether it's an argument, a fight, a disagreement. Look at this. See, I feel like this person, I feel like they see you as a patient person. Look at this patience energy. They think that you are very loving, nurturing, and patient. And it's almost like that is what they seek, but that's what they're relying on you about. So again, it's about, well, what about their patience? Can they be patient? Can they not be triggered? Or is this going to be a cycle of them being triggered and you having to constantly be patient? So again, I feel like this person has a lot of expectations because they love you, because they want to continue this relationship, even if right now there seems to be some sort of a disagreement or some sort of a silence between the two of you. I feel like they don't want to let you go, but they have all these expectations that you are going to be the one who understands. You are going to be the one who's patient. You are going to be the one who reaches out and makes them feel better. So where is the energy of them, stepping up, of them letting go of their ego, right? Sensuality. See, express your sensuality. So see, this person, I feel like there may be a lot of sensual and sexual chemistry between the two of you. You guys have a very passionate relationship, and I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. But I feel like sometimes that sensuality can also mask, sometimes if we have this like crazy chemistry with somebody and there's so much sensuality, there's so much connection there, it can make us overlook some of their behavior. So I feel like this person is also kind of counting on, you coming back to them, or you excusing their triggers, or excusing their withdrawal, or excusing their behavior, because you will come back to that sensual connection. Because the temptation of that sensuality there you go. See, that chemistry, wow, there's something very strong here, okay? Because we're getting this, again, strong magnetic attraction. So there's something about that can be very, very tempting, right? The temptation is there. The allure is there. That magnetism is there. So I feel like this person, if they have misbehaved at this time, or if there's been some, argument here where they, they feel like they're right and they were the ones who were triggered and they're the ones who ran away and they're the ones who are now waiting for you, to make things better, waiting for you to take action towards them. I feel like they're also feeling like, this deep chemistry, this sensuality that you share is going to bring you back to them. Okay, like it's just a matter of time. Like you're gonna overlook, or you're gonna work with them on their, kind of ego issues. You're gonna work with them, you're gonna deal with it, you're gonna be patient with it, because that magnetic animal attraction, and I say that in the best of ways, is there, and it's hard to give that up. So let's get some channeled messages on their current feelings. And if you could take a second to give this video a like and a subscribe, thank you so much for that, because you have no idea how much it helps me, my kids, and the channel. I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted, but it's empty without you. I still fantasize about you. Okay, so take these as they resonate for your situation. For, you know, for some of you, there's definitely been some sort of a break, you know, break taken in this connection. I'm sorry that I judged and criticized you. I took my issues out on you when it wasn't your fault. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. Yeah, that makes sense, because I feel like this part of this person, the part that is very triggered, the part that is, you know, like, you know, hiding behind their ego, is definitely an issue around who they are that they need to work out. Right? Because I do feel that with that King of Cups energy, they can be better than that. Like, they don't have to default to that kind of behavior, because it doesn't make you a good partner, right? And I feel like they want to be with you. If they want to move forward with you, they have to be a better partner to you. I worry that you've moved on, and I worry that you've moved on and this is all in my head. Is it? Do you still think about me? So see, for some of you in there waiting for you now, you know, maybe you have been strong and said, no, you know, I'm not gonna, I've been very patient. I've reached out to them in the past. This time I'm not gonna do it. So now they're getting worried. For some of you, this person's getting very worried that this time, you know, is the last time. Like, they've tested your patience for the last time, and now they're thinking of you, but you may have moved on. Wow, look at this. This one just flew out. So I feel like this person has definitely considered making you an offer of whatever commitment looks like to you, whether it is marriage, whether it's moving in together, if this is a long distance relationship and there's been some misunderstandings, maybe moving closer to each other. But I feel like this person is now starting to panic, especially if they've been waiting for you to reach out and you haven't. They are starting to panic because you guys may have even already discussed this, like your future, right? You may already have made plans. And now they're panicking like, oh, did I ruin this? Like, is this gone? Yeah, I do feel for many of you, group one, you've decided that you are not going to reach out this time. Yeah, see, but you guys still have that connection in the 5D. So I feel like you both may be feeling that, and that is why, you know, maybe there needs to be some sort of a conversation at some point, right? Where you both decide and see, what page are you on? There you go. Because that outcome is going to be necessary. I feel like for some of you, there may be a little bit of a limbo energy going on right now. People are silent. People are not talking. They're thinking things through. They're thinking about what they truly want. You may be thinking about what you truly want. They're thinking what they truly want. But there's an outcome here that is definitely coming, okay? There's going to be some sort of interaction, some sort of communication, because it needs to happen in order to know where this is going. Yeah. So, you know, this person may, in order not to lose you, they may reach out to you and ask for a compromise or some sort of a mutual understanding. When they realize, especially if you are not reaching out to them, when they realize that you're not going to, that this time enough is enough, they may reach out to you and try to come to a mutual agreement so they don't lose you. Because I don't feel like this person really wants to lose you. They're now like panicking, they're afraid. So what is Spirit's final advice for group one? The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Okay, so Spirit is reminding you that everything that is happening right now in your life is happening for you. It's happening for your growth, for your success, for your abundance, for the abundance of love that you deserve. Nothing is happening to you. So remember that, group one. Beautiful. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do the live reading experience or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They're wonderful problem solvers at home to answer your questions right there in real time. Make sure to also check out the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace, which is a beautiful manifesting piece. And all of these things are at livetarot.com. So make sure you go and check that out. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you all on the next one. All right, my beautiful group 2 that chose this image, along with the beautiful rose crystal, the rose quartz crystal. Let's see. How are they currently feeling about you? And stay with me until the end, because we will also be pulling advice specifically for you and your life journey from Spirit. Spirit, how are they feeling about group 2? So we have the 5 of crystals or 5 of wands. We have the 10 of cups. We have the 4 of swords. And we have the World. Interesting. So I am getting some sort of a bit of a breakup energy here. And it can be very temporary, right? Like, it doesn't have to be like a permanent thing, but I do feel with that 5 of wands and this 4 of swords that there was some sort of a fight, and that it was very shocking, very, very upsetting for both you and your person, because of this 10 of cups right here in the middle. Okay, so you guys were doing well. Okay, things were actually going really beautifully. I feel like your person felt like you guys had something solid. Okay, you were building towards something solid. You were starting to see a beautiful future together with this 10 of cups. This person feels very deeply for you. You know, when they look in your eyes, I feel like they literally feel like you see each other's soul. There is a very deep connection. I feel like this person, you are probably the first person that they even feel comfortable to be like this with. I feel like this person has had relationships in the past, but not to this depth. Like, this is very deep. The way you two look at each other, the way you two understand each other. This person feels very seen by you, and you may feel also very seen by them. And what I mean by feeling seen is like, it's like this sense of like, no, this person sees me. They see the real me. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to have a mask. I can just be myself. I love this energy between the two of you, because I feel like both of you have felt in the past and still feel that you can look into each other's eyes and into each other's soul. You can be entirely who you are, and you feel seen, you feel heard, and you feel understood. So this is why whatever has happened here is very, very shocking right now to your person. I feel like they are in some sort of a state of shock, because they had every intention of building a like a long-term committed relationship with you. And something here has gotten in the way of that. Now, I feel for others of you, with this Four of Swords, I feel like maybe that was the issue. See, I feel like for some of you, this person and you were already building a long-term relationship. Like you're already together, you're building. For others of you, I do get an energy with this Four of Swords that this person feels this with you, okay? Like all of their feelings towards you are very, very positive. And yet they are dealing with the inner conflict. Like this may not be a conflict with you. This may be an inner conflict that they have, that they are not ready for a committed relationship. Like they feel this with you, but something is stopping them from moving forward. Okay, and that is the Five of Crystals. That is the internal struggle. So I do feel that there's two energies here for two groups of you. And this is why this person right now, they may be in a Four of Swords state where they are trying to figure out what it is that they truly want. And I feel that whichever group you're in, whether you were, in a relationship with this person and there was some sort of a, very disturbing, out of nowhere, shocking fight or disagreement that has, really pulled you apart, or this person and you have this incredible connection, but they cannot commit. I feel like the Four of Swords is the same. Like this person is withdrawn into their mind, trying to figure out, okay, what is it that I wish to do next? What needs to be done next? Where do I really want to go? What do I really want to do? And I feel like the question that they're asking themselves right now about you and about their life is what is next? Like, what kind of world do I want to create? Do I want to know that I am in love with you and I see nothing but love and care for you, but yet I still need to be alone in the world, as in like I'm not ready to actually commit to that love? And then for those of you who you've broken up temporarily, I feel like they're wondering, like, is this it? Is this going to end? Am I going to be alone now? Is this ever, like, are we going to make this better, or where is this going to go? So I feel like right now your person is shocked, confused, in pain, very withdrawn, very in their thoughts, wondering what their world is going to become. And there's a lot of fear around that. There's a lot of fear either way. Again, if they can't commit, they're like kind of beating themselves up. Like, what's wrong with me? Do I want to be alone forever? Like, why can't I commit to you? Like, what's wrong with me? Do I have this internal struggle that I'm not ready? And then for others of you, they're just like, oh no, like this was going so well. We were building something and now this awful thing has happened. What is that going to mean for our world and our life together? So I feel like there's just a lot of uncertainty, pain, fear, and oh, look at that, anxiety. See? Wow. So to me, this is very, very, very much a confirmation of what we've already seen here. This person is very anxious. They don't know what's going to happen next. They don't know. I just feel there's a lot of uncertainty. Like they're certain of how much they love you with that 10 of Cups, but they don't know like what's going to happen next in terms of your relationship. And I do feel even for the ones who are not ready, or like they may be telling you like, wow, I have this connection with you, but I'm not ready to be in a serious relationship. I'm not ready to be in an exclusive relationship. They are also, really regretting how much anxiety and pain that might be causing you, right? Like the fact that they're not ready makes them feel anxious, makes them feel this Five of Wands conflict. And then they also feel really bad that they may be causing you pain and anxiety because you deserve better, right? Like they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to let you down. I feel like they really do value you. And yet there's some part of them, for some of you, that they just can't seem to commit to a real relationship. It's interesting with this peacock energy. We're getting raise your standards. It's almost like this person, it's almost like they feel like you are such a high value, good person that it's only a matter of time before you raise your standards. As in, like, before you tell them, like, okay, if you can't commit, I'm moving on. You know, I know what I want. I stand firm and confident in that. And if you can't meet me there, then it doesn't matter what this deep connection is. The fact that we can look at each other this way and really see each other, that would only matter if we can build something, right? So this person knows that your standards are high, okay? And they feel like unless they can meet this, you're going to raise your standards, and you're going to say, okay, then I'm walking away. And I will find somebody who does meet my standards. So I feel like that's a fear they have. Also, that's causing more anxiety. I also feel that if you guys, again, if you're in that position where, they have committed to this, but you have some things happen here that has been very painful. I feel like, again, your person is feeling the same way, that, like you have higher expectations of what good behavior is, like how to resolve this. Like, you can't just let it end in that fight. So this person, the reason they may be acting this way may have a lot to do with their own family issues. See, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this person may be with that 5 of wands, as well as that world card. The reasons why they are either behaving this way, which something that ended in a big fight, or reasons why they are not committing to you, is because of something in their own family situation, in their past, their parents. There's something that holds them back from fully being there or fully committing. Very interesting. So let's get some specific thoughts of how they're currently feeling about you, and take these as they resonate for your situation. And if you could take a moment right now to give this video a like and a subscribe, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it helps me, my kids, and the channel. I didn't believe in myself or in you. I let my low self-worth ruin our love. I want us to heal together. See, so, that may be coming from this issue as well, right? Like their inability to move forward, or their inability to resolve whatever conflict has happened, may definitely come from their lower self-esteem. You're gorgeous both inside and out. Being around you brings peace and light to my life. Yeah, I feel like that is absolutely true with that 10 of Cups energy right there as well. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. Okay, so that might be the reason why for some of you there is that 5 of Wands energy. There may have been some frustration, some anger, something that has come out here that felt very explosive, felt very like out of nowhere, and felt very hurtful, right? This person may have said some very hurtful things in the heat of the moment, or maybe both of you did, and now it's just feeling really raw. No one ever loved me again the way you did. I never appreciated you until you were gone. Okay, so for some of you, yeah, with that World's energy, there's definitely some sort of withdrawal, right? And a regret over the loss of that. And not surprising, since we got the Raise Your Standards card. Yeah, so they're feeling very, very alone right now. Again, not surprising with that 4 of Swords energy. They're feeling very alone, lonely, lost, abandoned without you at this time. Again, fearful that, this, how did you guys even get here? What's going to happen? How is this going to resolve. I do feel they want to get back to that 10 of Cups. But, you know, for those of you who they can't commit to you, they know that they can't expect that 10 of Cups with you if they're not willing to give that commitment, if they're not willing to make a fresh start. So I do feel this is very hopeful. This is good. They want a fresh start with you, a new opportunity to release the past. But I also feel, okay, so for those of you who are like, this is or was a committed relationship, I think there's going to be an opportunity here to kind of get over or resolve, you know, or heal the past in terms of whatever happened with the conflict or whatever was that painful situation. For others of you, this person who hasn't been able to commit, they realize again that if they want a new start with you, they're going to have to commit to you. It's either that or move on, right? So we're getting this creativity energy. So I do feel, again, there is a beautiful, hopeful energy from this person towards you that you guys can create something together, that there is still something that can be built here. All is not lost. You know, that this doesn't have to end, but something new and beautiful and different can be created from it, because you guys have built some beautiful moments, some very beautiful memories together, things that you treasure, love that you treasure. And I feel like this also goes back to that 10 of Cups, right? You have beautiful, precious moments. And I feel like this person doesn't want to lose those moments. So let's take a look at what Spirit's final advice is for group 2. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Okay, so that's the question for you. At this moment in your life, what is your soul calling you to do? And make sure you answer that call, because I do feel that great things are waiting for you on the other side of that. Beautiful. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do the live or the video recorded readings. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They're great problem solvers to answer your questions at home. You can also check out the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace, which is a beautiful manifesting piece. And all of these things are at livetarot.com. So make sure you go and check it out. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose this image with the clear quartz. Let's see how your person is currently feeling about you, and stay with me till the end, because we will also be pulling advice from Spirit about you and your current journey. Okay, so for our beautiful group 3 Spirit, how are they currently feeling about you? We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Hierophant. We have the Knight of Crystals, which is the Knight of Wands. And we have the Hermit. Interesting. So now we have the Hierophant and the Hermit's energy here. So I do feel that, you know, it's like there is this a sense of a pause, you know, something that feels stuck, but your person wants it to become unstuck, which is really interesting, because we're getting that split energy of, you know, withdrawal and kind of like no action versus wanting to take action. So I feel like your person right now is confused in terms of what they wish to do towards you, because I feel like with this 5 of Cups, there is some sort of deep sorrow, sadness, loss, and despair that has happened in this connection. I feel that both of you right now are hurting. Both of you are very sad. And because of that, both of you may also be quite withdrawn here with the Hermit's energy. Now, I do feel that, it may not be like fully no contact, although for some of you there it might be. But for others of you, I feel like it's kind of like minimal contact, where it's like, yes, things have happened. Yes, things have hit the fan. Yes, things have been very difficult. But yet you guys don't want to necessarily lose touch with each other. Now, for some of you, I feel like this person, take this as it resonates, it's not for everybody, but for some of you, I feel like you guys were living together or close by, or something where it's like you had proximity, like you were close in physical space, and this person made a very rash decision to move out. Okay, that's not for everybody. I'm just getting a very specific story right there, so specific situation for some of you. This person, because again, something happened here, there was a rigidity. Okay, this Hierophant, I'm feeling there's like a lot of like rigid opinions here. This person was being very rigid in their opinion. They either had an opinion of you, they either said something that was unfair, they had some opinion of you that was not fair to you, and it escalated into something. And again, for those of you who may have been living together, this person rushed to move out. And it was very, very like rushed. They didn't think it through. It was very like running away, triggered energy. It was not good. Okay, they should not have done that. And with this Hermit's energy, now they are regretting. They're regretting that they moved out too quickly without thinking it through. Because now they've gone into Hermit mode where it's like, okay, they have to withdraw, right? So I feel like this person, there's just a lot of pain. Whether you guys were living together and they moved out or not, or whether that's not the case in your situation, it doesn't matter what the specifics are. The overall emotion is still Five of Cups. Like there's still a tremendous sense of loss of love, loss of attention, loss of connection. And I feel like they feel that it has come from some sort of rigidity. Now, they might feel that you were the one who was rigid, or you had certain opinions or certain ideas where you weren't flexible. You might feel the same about them. So you might think like they're holding on to their opinions and they're not being flexible. And, so I feel like whatever compromise that needed to be reached here was not done. And that is why this person may have withdrawn quickly from this. Okay, they may have taken action that was too quick, too rash, or maybe you did, or maybe you both did. Again, there's a lot of triggering energy here, and that triggering energy is coming from people who are a bit more married to their opinion or mindset than they are to each other. And I don't mean that like literally. So either one or both of you took action too fast that made things worse. That's the energy I'm getting, that things didn't have to be as bad, but one or both of you took certain actions that made the situation worse than it needed to be. And so this is why right now, each of you may have gone into this Hermit mode, trying to find the light. See, this Hermit is like, see the light? Like there's a lot of darkness around you. You're trying to, light a lantern and find the light space, the space of, better understanding what to do now, trying to shed light on the situation, trying to ask yourself, well, why did I do this? Sometimes it's interesting because, we almost feel like we are standing outside of our own body and we're watching something happen. I know many of you have had that experience. You don't understand, like, oh, why am I saying these things? Why are they saying these things? Why are we fighting? Why is this going downhill? Why is this like blowing up? Like, I feel like I'm having an out of body experience. Like I'm just watching this happen. So sometimes life is like that. Sometimes it happens that way. So I feel like both of you, and especially your person, is very much struggling with the pain of whatever is going on, because you guys have a lot of attachment to each other. Especially for those of you who were living together. There's just a lot of bonding, a lot of attachment. And it's right now, you know, if you're just not in a good place with each other right now, it's so painful to disattach, even though it might be necessary right now for people to cool off. So I feel like this person is feeling, they're also feeling how deeply attached they are to you. In your absence, or in their absence from you, or in their like moving out or moving away from you in some way, they're becoming even more aware of how deeply you guys, you know, are attached to one another. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. Okay, so I feel like, again, with this Hierophant's energy, whatever triggered this, whatever became kind of like a battle of wills or a battle of opinions, may have come from or have been triggered by your individual fears. Like, what is it that this person fears? What is it that you fear? Did you each have your own very deep-seated fears that each of you was bringing out in the other? So I feel like this person, again, they may have run away either emotionally or even physically by moving out, because those fears became so big, right? Whatever triggered this very primal, deep fear in this person is what may have made them run. And so now I think both of you are maybe realizing that if you guys want to reconcile or work this out, you're going to have to face whatever those fears are. You're going to have to talk about it, because there's something there. There's something there that you are afraid of. Is there an outcome that you're afraid of? Is there a result that you're afraid of? Is there something that you've experienced in your past that you don't want to repeat again? And you're afraid that that past is going to repeat itself. So sometimes to me, that Hierophant's energy also comes from some sort of rigidity that we experienced in the past. Like, we've become rigid and opinionated, and we feel like we know the answers because of what we've been through in our past. Our past experiences have made us that way. So I feel like that's something each of you have to start to identify and realize what it is, because I feel like your person wants to recapture, look at this, romance, and allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I feel like because of this Five of Cups being so heavy, this sadness, this despair being so heavy, your person, you know, they want to bring back some sort of ease into this. They know that the only way to come back into each other's life and to make things better is to make each other smile again. You know, I feel like, again, these are very heavy energies, right? These are energies of like people who aren't smiling, people who aren't laughing, people who aren't enjoying each other. These are very kind of, you look at the look on these people's faces, right? They look very rigid. They look very alone. Look at all this. None of them look happy. So I feel like your person wants to be happy with you again, because there was a time where you guys were very playful, very romantic. There was such a sense of fun. There was such a sense of connection. This person wants to bring that back. You know, they feel the loss of it very, very heavily. So let's get some specific feelings, like what they would say to you. And if you could take a second to give this video a like and a subscribe, thank you so much, because you have no idea how much it helps me, my kids, and the channel. I'm confused about our relationship. I lie awake at night stressing about us and if it will work out. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like that's very much in alignment with these energies right here. No one loves me like you. I'm ready to commit to you and our beautiful future. Yeah, so I feel like that's where you guys were already headed. Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. Okay, so take these as they resonate. For some of you, you know, maybe some time has passed as you've both gone into that hermit's energy, but as you can see, the feelings are not changing. I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you say yes? When I offer you my hand, will you take it? Aww. See, that's why I'm saying, I think this person, I think both of you are hurting right now, but there is definitely an energy of coming back to one another. Because whatever this energy was, like somebody acted very fast without thinking, you know, without thinking things through, very kind of rushed behavior. That's not good for the relationship. And now, you know, it's followed by regret. Like when you do things too fast, when you just jump to conclusions. I do feel for some of you, again, with this combination energy here, I feel like part of the reason is somebody maybe made assumptions about you, or you made some assumptions about them. You each jumped to conclusions without truly talking it through. For some of you, this could have been a really big misunderstanding as well. Yeah, so this person is definitely still observing you. If you are separated at this time, they are definitely trying to figure out what's going on with you. You know, if you have social media, they might be watching your social media. Like, they're kind of, I'm getting like that energy of like frenzy of like trying to figure out what's going on with you. Yeah, see, this is the second time that fear has come up. So I feel like, again, Spirit wants to remind you, group 3, that you guys are dealing with certain fears that both of you may have that are getting triggered, that are coming to the surface. And that may be, and because these seem to be very deep, that might be the reason why people are running very quickly or doing things very, like, you know, very rashly without thinking about it. It's so much of a reactive energy. Yeah, so special message here. That there is definitely a divine counterpart soul connection here between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, depending on, are you the feminine watching or are you the masculine watching? So there's definitely this sense of like, okay, we are meant to be. We are each other's soulmates and counterparts. We should work this out. Yeah, so there you go again, solitude. So there may be some sort of a time delay here where people need to, because now, like, you know, we have the hermit here and now we're getting this hermit energy again here. So I feel like there may be some silence and some introspection going on here. And that's okay. You take the time you both need so that when you do come back and talk, you're both ready, and you're both ready to not come out of fear. You're both ready, like, be in solitude. It's okay until you're ready to face your fears. There's nothing wrong with that. So I feel like this can be resolved, but you guys have to come to it very ready, you know, very ready with a different kind of energy, you know, not with the same kind of energy that you may have been bringing to this before. So what is Spirit's final advice for group 3? The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Okay, so is there something that you are clinging to right now? And I'm not surprised we got this for you guys, because again, I feel like with that Hierophant energy and that 5 of Cups, maybe both of you are clinging on to certain fears, certain opinions, certain mindsets. There's something here that you need to question. Why are you holding on to those things? And that's going to help you to resolve this situation. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do the live reading or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They're great problem solvers at home to answer your questions. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace, which is a beautiful manifesting piece. All of these things are at livetarot.com, so make sure you check it out. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one.